I'd like to welcome you to my first recording of 2020. I wish you all a happy new year. May this year be a year of enlightenment and wisdom to you all. Before I get into my recording today, I'd like to play a video for you quickly.
We're going to wait for you outside here now. We're going to bring the whole township that your forefathers subjected us to. Motherfuckers, that you white immigrants who don't belong in this country. Fucking bastard children of Williams and Redden. Let's go back to Europe. You don't care about police. What the fucking police? I want to tell them as well. Police, hey, police, you are racist. Hey, police, you're not doing it. You are racist. You don't belong here. You kill the motherfucker. You don't belong here. You can call as many security things here. You're not fucking going anywhere. Fuck you. Okay, we're leaving. These are the
This event took place in Port Elizabeth on New Year's Day at a Caltex service station at the well-known Hobie Beach. My subject today is about what the problem with the white people is in South Africa. Up until now, all I could do was talk to you and try to explain to you what the problem is throughout South Africa and the whole Western world for that matter. You've just watched a perfect example of what I've been trying to explain to you for ages. Before I carry on, let me say that I am not judging the white individuals involved here, but merely using them as a perfect example of what our problem really is. Throughout the Western world, and specifically in South Africa over the last 25 years, we have been bombarded with leftist and socialist ideals. We have come to believe that we are guilty of things we don't even have any knowledge of. We have a young generation who are so guilt-ridden for things they have been told their forefathers did. They have grown up, and some are still growing up, believing that they do not deserve what they have, to be ashamed that they were born white. Because of this, we have allowed ourselves to be put into a position where we are literally allowing and financing the oppression, the persecution, as well as the elimination of our own people. And we do it with a smile on our faces. Don't believe me? Take a look at the reactions of these two strapping white males who were the target of the abuse hurled at them by these two miserable excuses of humanity. There is a saying that goes, what we allow to be done to us will be perpetuated. I'd like to add to this by saying it will not only perpetuate, but it will grow and fester like a septic wound. Because these two morons were allowed to get away with what they did, they will not only do it again as soon as the opportunity arises, they will take it a step further to see what they can get away with. So the next time you see a white being assaulted or a white being ripped out of their car and shot on the spot, remember, it started like this for them. These two pieces of rubbish got away with it, and I would put money on it that they will do it again and again, but each time taking it a step further. If anyone should get the blame for this, it is us. It is us who are being murdered every single day and do nothing about it. It is us who get hijacked every single day at a rate of one hijacking every 30 minutes, but still we do nothing about it. It is us who get attacked on our farms at more than one per day and murdered at a rate of at least one per week, and still we do nothing about it. It is us that get robbed in our homes on a daily basis and do nothing about it. It is us who get retrenched and pushed into poverty every day and replaced by black incompetence, even though we are qualified to do the work, and still we do nothing about it. It is us who have been pushed out of the economy by BEE and triple BEE, and still we do nothing about it. It is us who see our women and children raped and murdered on a daily basis, and still we do nothing about it. It is us who bear the biggest tax burden by far, and stand by while our taxes are quite knowingly stolen and used to persecute us, and still we do nothing about it. It is us who stand by silently in public places and put up with this kind of verbal abuse without doing anything about it. I could carry on like this for an hour and still not run out of things we are sitting by and allowing to happen each and every day without doing a damn thing about it. But what are we good at doing? We are very good at sitting behind our computer or phone screens and filling in petition after petition to stop this and to put an end to that. People, do you honestly think that your name on some digital petition has any effect on anything? I mean, really? Look at when expropriation without compensation was first introduced and the public was asked for their opinion on changing the constitution. I remember that AfriForum had hundreds of thousands of names of people who had said no to changing the constitution. Do you think that the government paid any attention to them? Not one bit. I know my name was on one of those pages, and I am sure yours was too, but it was totally ignored. The ANC government, and to a large extent their voter base, has become a law unto themselves, and we have sat back and watched it all happen without doing a damn thing about it. Just like the two white males in the video, we are all doing the same thing every day, and that is nothing. I can talk here until I'm blue in the face, and you can comment as much as you like with angry face emojis, etc., but do you really think that it is going to make any difference? No, my friends, my voice out here is like the proverbial fart in the wind. It is only by our actions that we can be measured, and so far we are doing a dismal job, and we are very soon going to pay the ultimate price for it. Do you think I'm wrong? Well, I urge you to go and do a little research into what happened to the Portuguese in Angola, to the whites in Zimbabwe, and a dozen other countries all over the world when they sat by and did nothing. Yesterday, I watched a video by another American YouTuber, a black American YouTuber, who has actually seen through what is happening, not only here in South Africa, but throughout the Western world. He concluded that us white South Africans only have three choices now, and they are either to fight, to flee, or to die. I couldn't agree more with him. Think about it. Anyone who still believes that the course the government has this country on is going to lead to anything good after looking at how the entire rest of Africa has ended up has to have their heads so deeply planted up their own asses that they can see nothing but bullshit. Do you realize that our situation right now is literally one of life and death? Do you realize that how things are progressing here right now is exactly how they progressed in Zimbabwe, Venezuela, Angola, etc.? You have to be a total retard to believe that this is not going to end exactly the same here. So I guess your comments to this video are going to be more questions on what I suggest we do about things like what happened in this video. I know I will get a lot of flack for this from the more liberal among you, but take a look at the guy who watched all this unfold while he sipped on his coffee. He's twice the size of either of these two morons. He should have confronted them, and as soon as either of them lifted a finger to escalate the situation, he should have flattened him. He certainly looks physically capable of it. So what stopped him? I will tell you what stopped him. It was fear of being prosecuted, fear from within his own head that kept telling him that he would be wrong to stand up to these morons. It was fear that he would be ostracized by a liberal society for daring to confront a poor and oppressed moron who has just expressed himself. These are the things that prevent capable whites from putting a stop to behavior such as what we see in this video. And don't think this was an isolated incident either. This sort of thing happens every single day in shopping centers, on the roads, and in public spaces everywhere. All we do is film it, upload it to Facebook, and comment with a lot of angry faces. The day we as a collective grow a set of balls and start to put up resistance to this kind of thing, only then will our lot here change. Until that day comes, you can forget about anything getting any better here. You can fill in as many petitions as you like. You might as well write your name on a roll of toilet paper in your bathroom right now and wipe your ass with it. That is how much value petitions have. So I think it is time we, as the white nation, stop worrying about trivial things like who voted yes or no, who believes in the right God, which civil defense group is the best, which defense strategy is the best, etc., etc. It is now 2020, a new year which is guaranteed to be even more difficult than 2019. Even more crucial than 2019 in our survival, and will definitely be filled with a much higher level of persecution aimed at you, the white minority in South Africa. Now I'm going to also be getting comments from other minority groups asking, What about us? Guys, it is no secret. Once the government is finished with us whites, they are coming for you. That is guaranteed. You need to start preparing yourselves for it and putting measures into place for your own defense and survival. Do not count on anyone else to carry you. It is your responsibility to look after yourselves. Dependence on someone else will be your downfall. Just like we, as the white minority, should get away from the notion that the USA or the United Nations or anyone else will come to our rescue. The reality is that we cannot put all our eggs in that one basket, because the chances are that help will never come, and if it does come, it will be too late for 90% of us. We have to stand up to this tyranny, and it has to be now. If you were part of a really good rugby team and were challenged to a game by another team, but were told that if you played the game today, you could field your entire team. If you played the game tomorrow, you would have to keep half your team on the bench. What day would you choose to play? Today or tomorrow? Please like and share this video on as many social media platforms as possible. It is the only way my message gets spread. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, you can do so now by clicking on the big red subscribe button below this video. While you are at it, click on the bell icon next to the subscribe button to get notified every time I upload new content. If you would like to support my work and my channel, in the description field I have provided various ways in which both local as well as international subscribers can make a contribution. If you would like to make a crypto contribution, I've also provided a Bitcoin as well as a Litecoin wallet address. If you would like to contribute any other cryptos, email me on the email address provided in the description field, and I will supply you with a relevant wallet address. To all the amazing people out there who do support me, I would like to extend my sincerest gratitude and thanks. Without you, I would not have got this far. I value and appreciate every single one of you. Be safe out there. Until next time.